Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Marika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miles. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Yay,
guys! 31, flirty one, and ready to have fun. I don't know. I'm the same age as Marika now. She's not alone.
I still feel alone. In my age. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
But
You want to start with your
to
fail?
segue, yeah, so we always do our fails of the week. My fail this week is that I am... Oh, that's actually good for our topic. I'm hosting a book club on Friday.
Interesting. And why
Here's
was I
how
not
we-
invited to that?
Because you're not part of my book club. Do you want to be part of the book club? I've been in this book club for like...
I don't know why I confuse it as like you're starting.
No, I've been in this book club for like... I mean, you could join it if you want to. I've been in this book club for like 3 years.
Okay.
Maybe 4 years. It's all girls and me. And only like 2 or 3 of us read the book. And it's mostly about drinking wine and talking.
Okay.
But because I'm hosting it, if you host, you get to suggest the book.
Ooh.
So we're reading this book called The Sopranos. It's not about the TV show.
Okay.
It's about soprano, like, in a choir. It's
Oh.
basically about, like, high school Scottish sluts who are going to a choir competition. And they're kind of like backwater sluts, but they're going to, like, Edinburgh, I think. They just call it the capital in the book.
Okay.
And they just got to McDonald's, and they bought $1 cool shades at McDonald's, and they're ready to get it on.
Okay.
But the fail here is that it's a library book, and it's overdue. And I can't renew it because someone else has reserved it. But I'm not letting it go because I need to finish it for Friday.
Right,
But I'm only on
yeah.
page 100 and it's over 300 pages.
Oh my
So
god. Okay.
I should...
Book on tape? Cliff Notes?
I need to see if there's
Spark
audio,
Notes?
but it's a book from the 90s and I'm like, did they ever make an audio version of this?
Probably not. Cliff Notes?
I should just be like cramming it. Like I've had some free time but I've just been using that to like stare at a computer screen because I'm so overwhelmed by work that I'm like, I don't even want to read, but I should be like reading.
Yeah.
I should be reading to relax, not
Right.
screening. But this book is costing me like 10 cents a day now, and it's been like 7 days.
Oh my god, 70 cents.
So, yikes.
You should just like somehow contact that person that's like waiting for the book. Like, hey, listen.
Well, part of me thinks that the person waiting for the book is somebody else in my book club. Because this book's not popular. Why is somebody else trying to read Sopranos right now? You know what I mean? Like, are they trying to cram it a week and a half before?
They're probably like on the wait list for like a bunch of different libraries in Chicago and be like,
Right.
someone finish it fast.
No.
How did you discover this fucking book?
Because I was watching Dairy Girls
Yeah.
on Netflix, which is Northern Ireland, and I was reading a
Right.
review of it, and they were like, it really reminds us of this Scottish book from the 90s called Sopranos. It's like the same kind of deal. There's these like Catholic schoolgirl, slutty, smoking cigarettes,
Fags, you mean?
smoking fags. They all like have hemmed their skirts up. I'm at the part in the book where I left off is one of the girls bought cigarettes from a machine.
Okay.
And she's at a bar, but she can't bend down to get the cigarettes out of the machine because her skirt's too short and there's guys looking at her.
Okay.
So,
It's called You Bend Your Knees, Not Your Waist. Do
you guys,
not
you
worry.
heard it here first.
Okay.
Right.
You squat down. That's how
Right,
you do
I was trying
that.
to imagine, but I was like, is it so short that she can't even do that? Or would that always work?
Well, it can't be so short where the nuns are gonna fucking notice.
No, they changed into different clothes because they had the afternoon off. So they're wearing like very short skirts because it's like the late 90s. Like when Ginger Spice would wear the skirt, but you just saw her red underwear. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways.
Marika, what's your fail?
You know, God, I just realized that all my fails are like the same thing. I'm having a bout, I guess, or a phase of depression, like earlier this week, and so I decided to take a personal day. My coworker like knew about it, like she and I are really close, and she was trying to cheer me up, and she revealed to me that I have quite a few listeners at the office, and these people are higher up in the office chain. I'm like, oh my God, like my boss's boss listened to the podcast and her boss listened to the podcast.
Because...
Do you guys remember I revealed at my first big meeting, that I had a podcast, and they're like, oh, what's it about? Like, oh, adulting and failing an adult. Like, oh, name an episode. I know how to have sex.
That's what you named in the meeting?
Yeah, you know about that.
I didn't know you named that episode of the meeting. I thought you were just plugging the podcast in general.
No, I named that episode.
At a work thing?
Yep. Didn't think that through, did I? Looking back on it, HR did not call me or anything. But apparently, there's 3 managers in our region. Mm-hmm. And apparently, one of them decided to find my podcast and email it to everyone on our floor, pretty much. Like, I'm not sure.
Why?
I honestly don't know. I thought at first, like, when I was talking to my friend, like, I thought at first, like, oh, they probably want to make sure, like, I'm not talking shit about work. Like, I'm not bad-mouthing work. And she's like, no, that's not the impression I got.
Is the impression, like, look at this cool thing our employee's doing?
Or more like, how can an employee be so dumb to say this on our region meeting? So let's check it out for funsies type of thing. Which I'm kind of, like, a little bit upset about, maybe. Like, you should just find it on your own time, not, like, spread it around in, like, a work email, like.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the motives here.
Yeah. According to my friend who found this information.
What's the impression she got?
She got, like, I don't know, like, let's just check this out, or, like, I don't know. I feel like it was comical.
Like Marika, and it could be...
No, it wasn't. I think it was kind of a negative tone.
Like, Marika's a joke, and let's, like...
Yeah.
What the
I don't know. That's how I'm interpreting it. Because the person that I think, like, who sent this, that is what she was doing. But, you know, I found, like, other people that listen to our podcast in the office, and I'm like, oh my God, what? You just, like, I never really think about people, because we don't get a lot of questions or a lot of feedback.
Right. We're just in my bedroom, and we do it, and we put it up, and...
And then we don't know how to read analytics, or it's very confusing, or it's not very accurate.
Well, we can't see individually, like, who's listening to this.
Right. And we barely can see, like, numbers, and it's just, like, a very general, broad measurement.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always like, what? It's like, and, like, people are like, Marika, like, you announced this at the meeting. Like, what do you expect? Like, not have people to listen? And I'm like, yeah, I just thought they maybe listen to one episode, not multiple ones.
Well, as long as something bad comes of it, right?
I mean, it's been a fucking year since I've announced that.
Right.
So.
And you're still here.
And I'm still here.
Are you guys still here? Hi.
Hey.
Okay, well, let's get into our topic, which is, I don't know how to host a party.
Miles, you're hosting one tonight. How's it going?
So it's 6:45. Mm-hmm. We haven't got the beer. I said I was going to make stromboli and Mariko's going to help me. That is yet to happen. Mm-hmm. And the party starts in an hour and 15 minutes. I don't think people are going to be on time, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah,
I'm very relaxed host. I'm like, I could still be making stromboli during the party. It doesn't matter, you know? But, yeah, so this party's definitely, like, not ready at all, but I think it's going to be fine. Well, I'm dressed.
Okay,
I'm mopped.
I feel like this apartment or home is definitely more ready than it was, like, couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, there's a rug now and some chairs now.
Chairs,
this party's like a
there's
test.
There's art on the walls a little bit, you know?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's coming together. What about that mirror for the kitchen?
It's just leaning up against the wall right now.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Nobody's perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
Do you feel like you could host a party right now?
No. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not proud, really, of where I live currently. Partly because I live with 2 other people. And it's not my home. I never really feel like it's my home.
Oh, because your roommate is the owner.
Yeah, Adam's the owner. And I always feel like I have no place to say this, really, but, like, his place got trashed because it was the party house. And it got trashed and people did not respect it. Mm-hmm. And then he, in turn, doesn't fix anything. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't own the fucking place. I just pay for the property tax and the mortgage. Partly. Not the whole thing.
When was the last time you hosted something?
I think I've hosted parties like at bars and stuff.
You think you have? This
No,
is like
I
very
have.
hazy.
I have.
Okay.
Okay, so let's think about like birthday parties in the past of the way I've hosted. Okay. Done it at my apartment. Okay. I had alcohol, made some punch, we go out, and then that's it.
Oh yeah,
Really.
you were good at making punch.
Yeah.
I remember Marika made this punch and like it was so well balanced and stuff, and you couldn't taste that there's alcohol. Marika was like, this needs booze, and she just like opened like I think like a rum and just overturned it into it. She was like, this needs to taste like alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did good. I think I like hosting parties, but it's difficult because like the place I live now is great for hosting a party, but I just like
You don't feel ownership over it?
I don't
or,
feel
like-
ownership of the place that I'm hosting it at.
Yeah.
And like at a bar too, I don't feel the same way either. And then I don't know. It is a lot of work, but it is kind of fulfilling. I think actually the last party I hosted was Halloween a few years ago.
I remember that.
Yeah. Decorated. I made
That's
food,
fun.
made punch. Yeah.
Yeah, with moving into my own home, I really wanted and still want to host more things here. This is really, tonight is the first thing I've ever hosted here, and a lot of people are coming over for the first time, which is exciting.
Yeah.
You know? It's really, I mean, Marika has been here like 1,000 times. so, like,
1,000 times.
barely anyone else has even been here.
Yeah.
Especially in its like not final form. This isn't even its final form, to use
No.
that meme that people use. But especially now in Chicago where I feel like all my friends are so busy and a lot of friends have moved away.
Yeah.
And I really wanted, my plan with like this home, I was like, oh my God, I can use this to have people over more and have like game nights and this and that and kind of build up those friendships and just build those things. Like when I lived in Minneapolis, I was part of my first year I didn't really have a lot of friends. I was new to a new city.
Right.
And then my second year, I made friends with this group of artists actually through somebody I went to college with. And it was all these like artsy people, and we had pizza parties every single Friday. And that was like, especially it was in the winter especially, and that was like the highlight. Like that's like what got me through that winter almost. It was every single Friday. Sometimes it would rotate. It would kind of rotate between maybe 2 or 3 houses.
Yeah.
But it was always the same crew, and it just built this bond really fast with these people.
That's so nice.
So
Yeah, you could host anything, guys. Like, it doesn't have to be like a birthday.
yeah, now that we're in our 30s, or we
Oh
are.
my God, yeah.
It's like, I feel like there's maybe more of an expectation because you used to just be able to like put some PBR in the fridge and like, or just be like, do nothing and be like BYOB. Like that's the most basic party you can have, right? It's just BYOB
Yeah.
and you don't provide anything.
So with going with that though, back when we were in our 20s, it was about like who's going, how many people is going to be, and where is it. Those are the only requirements really. And also, some alcohol it would be nice if alcohol was provided at these parties when you're in your 20s, but you always had to bring something with you. And then you would party hop, possibly.
We would bring Andre, like $3 champagne. And that was one of those things where it's like, if you bring an Andre and you finish the Andre by yourself, you know you're going to be fucked up. Especially the next day.
Oh my God. Bubbles,
I saw people taken down by Andre.
Bubbles, oh. The hangover with Bubbles is just awful.
The post-college was a perfect storm of like Andre and Four Loko just ruining lives. you know?
Just ruining lives.
Sundays.
Doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Ruin stuff. But like inviting people is like, I feel like the hardest part of hosting a party. Because you want to invite a good amount of people. You're hoping and praying like, please, I want like a good chunk of people to come.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like more the merrier type of thing, but it's certain people that you want to invite. You don't want to invite everybody.
You don't have room for everybody, too.
Even if I had the room, I would not invite everyone.
Well, it's tricky now, right? Because like when I was planning for this party, I had the core friends, right? People I've been friends with for a while.
Yeah.
Then when I expanded out, I can expand in 2 directions. Friends of friends.
Great.
Like, oh, these are my friends that I really like and I see at all those parties. Should they come to my party?
Right.
How many of those to grab? And then coworkers, how many coworkers get invited? And especially with this place, this condo is 600 square feet. So I'm like, how many? And I only have so many chairs.
Well,
so how many people? Can
it doesn't
fit in
matter
here?
because you want people to stand and to mingle and stuff. And I feel like small spaces make small parties feel full. And like, I don't know why, but I feel like atmospheres are really key for parties, and that is, again, going along with people.
How many lights should I turn off? I feel like that's really a party thing, right? Is it low lighting, or do you actually have lamps on?
No, I want low lighting, but I like the light your lamps bring off.
In the main rooms.
In all the rooms. I don't like your overhead lighting. I hate overhead lighting.
I unscrewed all the light bulbs.
I hate it so much. It's so awful. Because, like, it's like this fluorescent bullshit. And I'm like, can we not? Can we just not?
People that, like, especially in the winter, that have the ceiling fan going in the middle of winter with the blue, harsh ceiling fan light. And I see it all over Chicago.
Or the yellow.
Blue's worse than the yellow, though.
Oh, for sure.
I see it all over Chicago, and I'm like, is this what you think? Is this all it can be for you? You don't. It can't be.
No, it's people who don't have taste.
Subtle and warm, and your skin looks healthy. It has to look like your skin is see through, and your teeth are your teeth are blue. Like, what are you trying to do here?
I mean, I can't really judge either because right now in our living room, the fan's going and the lights on. In
You are her.
But that's only because we don't have a fucking lamp in our living room.
Okay, well that's an easy fix.
I don't want to buy a fucking lamp.
I literally saw one. Okay, you live like next to IKEA. You can buy a lamp at IKEA for $12. A standing lamp, $12.
I think honestly the outlet that it would make sense at does not work sometimes. I think I gotta look at it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've been to parties where I've turned off lights before.
Oh, good.
I went to a party in Wicker Park, and it was the brightest party I'd ever been to. Like, it was overhead lighting, and it was so bright. And I fucking found the switch as quick as I could and shut it off, and people were like, oh my god, thank you. It was awful. It felt like frenzied, because it was all these people, but it was too bright, and it felt like too hyper.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Like you're in an insane asylum or
like
something.
You can see too many details, and it's like, yeah, insane asylum. Like, that's not the kind of, when we say you want to have a party that's insane, not like that.
No.
You know?
No. How do you invite people nowadays?
I think, okay, for the longest time, Facebook was the bastion. Like, everyone was like, I can't get rid of my Facebook because the events.
I'm sorry, let me see how you wrote there. The Sebastian?
The bastion. Is that a word?
I don't know.
The bastion? I think it's like a military word.
Okay,
We're looking it up.
What does bastion mean?
A projecting part of a fortification built at an angle to the line of a wall, so as to allow defensive fire in several directions.
I'm using it metaphorically?
They said bastion.
You were saying?
No, it's spelled B-A-S-T-I-O-N.
Really?
Yeah, bastion.
I pronounce it bastion.
Because you're trying to speak French with a Spanish accent?
Bastion.
I'm
No.
not sure I understand.
God damn it.
Okay,
Stop
well,
laughing.
I'm putting it into English. You're putting it into franglais or something. Okay, so I feel like for a long time, Facebook was that bitch, right? Like, we relied on her. She told us when and where. But, people are leaving Facebook for Instagram, owned by Facebook.
Facebook. I know.
And so this party was the first party I had, because I had a party a year and a half ago, and I feel like I did almost the whole thing on Facebook. I texted one person that didn't have it. This party was kind of annoying because I knew 3 of the people didn't have Facebook, so I told them in person or I texted them.
Okay.
But a lot of people that had Facebook, I invited, and they're like, oh, I haven't been on Facebook in months. I never check Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, fuck. That's more annoying than you just not having it. You having it and not looking at it, because I'm like, I can just invite Ian and he'll see it. And then I have to wait 2 weeks looking at it, checking on it. Oh, he's not going to see it. Text him.
There are countless times of where, like, you're invited to something or Adam's invited to something and I'm like, oh, they're like talking, like, oh yeah, so-and-so's having a party. I'm like, oh, I wasn't invited. And it's like, did you check Facebook? It's like, oh yeah.
Right.
I am invited. Oops. I had no idea. Cause that's, oh god, Facebook's awful. I hate it so much. I hate the layout. I hate it.
It's definitely like for a desktop, it's not for an app, and everything is apps now.
Yeah, everything's apps. Like, fucked. It's like, ugh. God, it's
But,
so
like,
annoying.
It's, okay, I'm fine with Facebook, like, decaying into nothing, but what is going to rise in its place as far as parties?
Insta needs to have their own, like, in-party invite bullshit thing. Like, it needs to happen. I'm sure they're working on it. They have to. Also, I was talking about this with Zachary on the way here, and, like, how he actually texted people an invite. And then he would, I think he followed up with them. I'm not sure how that worked out. But he actually made an invite and he texted that to people.
Group text?
I think individual.
Ugh. That's a lot of work, though, to text, like,
So
send,
maybe, like
20
I
texts.
should create an app where you could make a text invite and you could do a group text, but people will just reply to the invite itself. It's just like a Facebook invite, but through texting.
Through texting. I wonder if that exists.
I don't know. I have no idea. Or Instagram needs to get the fuck on it, dude. I really, like, hate fucking Facebook invites. I hate them. Hate it.
Because you don't check them?
Because I don't check it and I hate Facebook. This is the right. I hate Facebook because I feel like it's trying to brainwash me. I think, like, the whole Trump, Russia thing really, like, fucked with me. And, like,
Like the fake news stuff?
Fake news stuff. How I constantly see, like, people who believe in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And who, like, cave into, like, the ads that are on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, great. Of course, you think the fucking algorithms are not in my IG and my Insta? Of course they are. But it's just in a prettier format.
Right.
So,
But it is less newsy. Facebook's much more news. Because in advertising, I don't remember who told me this, but basically Facebook is like, just think of us, when you're thinking about how to advertise on Facebook, Facebook's a TV channel.
Yeah.
Where Instagram's definitely not. But Facebook is like news, information, media. They're like, it's just a TV channel. That's how you should think of it. But also as far as invitations, it's like, it can be, I think that the coworker part can be really tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I emailed a few and I was like, I would love to invite like a ton of my coworkers, and I'm not inviting some coworkers that have invited me to stuff. And like, I don't know how many people this place can hold.
Oh my
so
God.
I didn't want to. No, I mean, I just don't want to overpack it. Like, especially if it were the summer, people could go outside to the backyard.
Yeah, but I think you need to, like, think about, like, how many people are actually going to come.
Right, it was a balancing act. So I was like, okay, let me invite some coworkers, not the full. I could probably invite 15 coworkers if I wanted to. You know, I'm not going to invite
Right, and then,
full
like, probably
15.
5 would show up.
So, but that's been tricky because, like, yesterday I was at happy hour, and my one coworker who's not invited was like, "What are you doing this weekend?" to me and another coworker who is invited.
Oh my God, it's awful.
That stuff, and nobody said anything. They were like, we like dodged around it. They had the courtesy to do that, but
Okay. Like,
And I
how
was
come
like-
other coworkers are invited and others are not? How do you choose?
3 of them are like people I talk to every day at work.
Okay.
Another one I just really like them.
Okay.
And then another, like, I wasn't sure about that invitation. I'm just like, who's going to listen to this and who's going to call me out on what I'm saying right now? But basically my strategy was basically, especially because Facebook, like, not everyone was checking it. Certain people I just invited in person. So there's no paper trail. They don't even know there's a Facebook event.
Ooh.
I was just like, it's at 8 on Saturday. That was my way around it. I was like,
you give them your address or no? Or how did that work?
wait, oh my God, did I? I think I did. Wait. I feel like I need to text somebody right now.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like,
See,
wait.
the thing is, like, if you limit yourself okay, so if you had a bigger place, you would invite more people that you would want to come, right? Or you just feel obligated to invite them. I'm a little bit hazy on that.
I would be like less picky because I'd be like more, because I'm very much more the merrier. But it was just this place where I was like, I don't know what it's going to look like because it's the virginal party and we're gonna pop that cherry.
I think, like, you should have just invited, like, all the people that you wanted to see at your party. Because I think, like, I remember this one time I was hosting a party and, like, I was, like, very particular, and then the group became really small because some of the people did not show up. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I was too selective. When it's, like, a birthday, like, I will invite a lot of people. When it's, like, not a birthday, I am very selective. So I don't like my worlds colliding. I think it's stupid.
But a party is worlds colliding.
Yeah, only on a birthday. That's the only thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nope, I don't like it.
I like it. I'm like excited. I'm like, ooh, Marika's gonna meet coworkers and like like those two are really gonna get along. I mean, you and Jamie, that friendship is worlds colliding for me.
Yeah, but that's a very good example. Like, I only like it occasionally with certain people. Like, for example, I'm gonna shove Adam out and hit him with a bus or kind of.
Adam is Marika's roommate who owns the condo she lives in.
Yeah. So I remember this one time I partied in the city for my birthday, and I brought him along because he was my DD.
In the city.
Yeah, and he clung to me like frickin' like a barnacle.
Yeah.
And it was very annoying. And I'm like, this is why I did not want you to come. Because you're not mingling with my friends at all. You constantly want to keep talking to me.
Okay, well, okay, this is good. How do you help people like that mingle? Or how do you help people kind of, is it games? Is it more alcohol?
I don't know. Because we went out. We went out to dinner for Mexican, and then we went to Alice's. So I really don't know. Like, it's just like, it's just very hard. But at that point, like, I was in my 20s still, and now I'm like, I'm gonna go over here.
Right.
I'm gonna go talk to this person.
I'm gonna leave you.
Okay? How about you go mingle? I think I even told Adam, like, please, like, talk to other people besides me. And I don't know. It's just like, Adam needs a lot of, like, he needs alcohol to talk to strangers. And
social lubricant.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
No.
Okay? Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you if I want to talk to you, and if I don't, then whatever. So.
But going back to my thing from a long time ago, and this is something I'm still trying to work on, is like, if I do have to talk to strangers, it'll just be women.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, roll up to, like, especially, like, more straight-ish dudes and be like, yo. Because all my jokes are programmed for women.
That's so interesting, because I gravitate towards men, not women.
Well, you've always been more friends with guys and stuff.
Yeah, but I also want to, like, flirt.
Yeah. Hope people flirt at this party and, like, find love. But I think a lot of people are in couples.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
Are you?
Okay, yeah, going back to entertainment, kind of. Like, food. Is food part of entertainment? Like, is food a must?
Food is, like, I think sometimes we forget the power of food.
I never do.
Maybe you never do.
Kidding. No.
Because it's like when you have food with someone, I think it's something so human. It's like when you have food with somebody, it's like an instant bond. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Something magical about just like eating.
It's just, yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just like everyone does it. Everyone needs to do it. And like when food's really good, it's like really like fun. And I mean, I'm always like actually like judge a party whether they have food or not. I'm like, does it have food? Do I need to eat before I come?
This party does not have food right now, so.
I mean, it will have food. You have a plan to make food.
We have chips and salsa to stall.
Please tell me you have another bag of Milagros.
You know what? That would have been smart. Did I think about that? Fuck
no.
I bought one and ate part of it today, so.
A lot of it.
Okay. So when we get beer, we'll just get more chips. It's not gonna be Milagro because we have to go to 7-Eleven.
That sucks.
Sorry.
But no, I like try to provide food. Always impressed if there's a charcuterie board at the party. I did that actually for Isaac's birthday party.
Oh.
I brought charcuterie, and I really thought no one was gonna eat it. I thought it was just like me and Isaac eating it.
Charcuterie is sliced meat and cheeses?
Yeah, so it's cured meat and cheeses on a board. I don't know if a board's Bort. I don't know if a bort is necessary, but it is. So with Isaac, like he doesn't like sweets except for toffee. I don't know.
Was his tongue born in the 1920s?
I don't know. He's more of a savory person. Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically, I took a plate, I sliced up like the meat, and I made a cake, and I put candles around the plate.
Oh.
This is when I was in love, guys.
The best non-girlfriend ever.
Shut up. As I like finish that story, I'm like, oh my god, that was so stupid.
You're like, who was I?
Who was I? God, that was so corny and dumb.
No, your heart was just so ready to love someone, right?
Yeah, okay, let's
You
go
were
with
just
that.
putting it in the wrong place.
Okay.
And you never found the right place.
Okay, let's continue on the party stuff, okay? Great. Love it. Love where that conversation was going.
Let's spend more time there.
No. Valentine's Day has passed. But I was very surprised when people were like eating like a lot of the charcuterie. And I'm like, yes. I felt very happy and accomplished. Yeah.
I would love to feel that when the Stromboli appear. I just like right now, you guys, now we're T-minus 45 minutes to the party and we still have to get beer. I'm just like, wait, how long does Stromboli take to make? I can't even remember right now.
It's gonna be like Clueless though. You know, when you have people over, you need to have something baking in the oven.
Is that a rule on Clueless about parties?
About when a guy comes over. So you can look like you're domestic.
Oh my god.
She just like unrolls like the whole thing of biscuits and doesn't do anything and just puts it in the oven. And then she like burns it.
That's amazing. Oh my god, I never thought about just baking just the biscuit roll. Like what that even become?
Just
a weird loaf?
Long roll of biscuits.
What if a guy's pet name for you was Loaf?
I would feel fat all the
Like,
time,
where's my loaf? Where's my tasty loaf?
I'd rather be called butter than loaf.
Where's butter? Ew, that's creepy.
Also, I would think of like a kitty loaf because like cats
Cats
sit like
become loaves. Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, would you be salted butter or unsalted butter?
Oh, salted butter for sure.
Where's my salted butter? You guys, the best part of being in a relationship is stupid pet names.
Butter duck.
Like Frito bag. Like I like to call boyfriends like junk food. Where's my little Dorito dust? Like I miss having a boyfriend. You can just fuck with them. You guys, I'm trying to go on 3 dates this week though. Just tomorrow. Although we have not even set the location yet, so I'm a little dubious about that tomorrow one. Monday, we got a time and a location.
Ooh.
And then some third one that I have to plan, but we want to do it early in the week.
Good for you. Putting yourself out there.
Making it happen. Well, I don't want to be, if I'm going on a dating app, like it's very fast, like it's very 0 to 60, because I don't want to talk to you forever. And even the guy tomorrow was trying to talk to me too much. Like, we set the date, and then he was like, in the meantime, tell me more about you. I want to know everything. What sitcoms do you
that's
like?
what the date is for.
What that. He sent me this paragraph, and I literally said, that's what the first date is for. It's way more fun in real life to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
I literally said that to him. And he was like, oh, true, haha. So now I'm like, ooh, I'm not excited for this date anymore because I feel like
Because you're an idiot.
dumb.
Because you're dumb.
But it's worth like meeting because people are different over digital, Sometimes you gotta teach them. And
I love how you're giving people chances even though they're going to fail.
I'm so tired of teaching the children, but there's a lot of children out there. Mm-hmm. So.
At least you're fucking trying. I'm not even trying at all. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, we already covered food. Wine. Oh yeah, beer. We have to go get that.
Yeah.
Are people expecting that though?
Yeah. I think you should just have, okay, I am fucking trash and I often show up empty-handed to parties because I don't plan.
You guys, I wrote down people fail. BYOB is a must. And people fail, aka Michael.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
When you and Freddie hosted like New Year's Eve, like 2000 whatever.
Yeah. You
guys ran out of booze because only myself and Melissa brought booze.
Yeah.
And you and Freddie provided like champagne. Okay, we ran out, but at that point all the liquor stores are closed, so we had to go to my car, get Kronbacher, because I had cases of beer because I was working for them, and like bring it to the party. It's very annoying, and I'm like, how did you not bring your own six
to a
pack?
New Year's party? A New Year's party, especially.
It's like, we're all in our 20s. This is the protocol. Like, why is this new to you? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I was even so annoyed by it. Yeah. So, I don't know.
I think you should always just have, like, you can just buy cheap beer and put it in the fridge. That's what I'm planning on doing today. Like, I've been to so many parties where it's like, I just it feels like I'm stealing beer from them, but I don't feel bad because they clearly just like shoved it in there to do that.
Yeah.
I remember in college, like, I think the craziest was, like, Jamie and I went to this party that we called the Goblin Party, which we thought was Goblin themed. So I fucking put, like, a Hindu goddess tattoo on my forehead and wore a gold cape, and, like, Jamie dressed insane. But it was actually, the house was just called Goblin House, and it was not Goblin themed at all. But we didn't care.
Good for you guys.
That was the party where we were, like, in the kitchen throwing Pokemon cards on the floor, and I think I stole 4 beers at that party, which I think was my record. I felt bad that we didn't bring anything, and I stole 4 beers.
I've stolen beers at parties.
But 4?
Probably more than that.
Okay, wow. Okay.
Because when I went down to NIU for unofficial, like, Isaac and I, like, just...
What's unofficial?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is basically a celebration before St. Patrick's Day. Like, the weekend before St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
It's, like, this huge celebration. It's, like, professors are expecting you to, like, be drunk at your final, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time we were at finals at SCAD and someone presented drunk.
Did they do a good job?
Gave their final... No, it was horrible. And I thought the teacher was going to stop it. Our teacher was German, so maybe he was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, he gave his final presentation drunk, and he was tripping over his words. He was going really slow. It was a horrible presentation. It was just, like, the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. To be in a college classroom with a drunk person presenting about contemporary art.
Yeah. That sucks.
I don't know why the teacher didn't stop it. Maybe he was amused.
Probably because, like, well, I have to grade on his presentation anyways, and, like, let's...
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah. When I provide alcohol, I want to be, like, good. I don't want to be shitty beer. I'm sorry.
Oh, for other people?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll do, like, shitty beer when it's, like, part of a game. Like, if it's a drinking game, like, you can't know.
Do you still play drinking games?
Oh my god, like, Flippy Cup, beer pong.
You still do?
Yeah, we try to, yeah.
Those to me are like, I mean, those are fun. I'm just always like, wait, when are we going to age out of that?
It's fun.
No, I think it's fun, but I just think at some point people are going to be like, well,
no.
I'm too old or something.
No, never, ever in the history of time.
They're really
stupid
messy.
Yeah, they are. They are really
I think that's
messy.
part of it. It's like, if your home is nice, are you going to have people spilling beer on the floor?
I mean, most of the time it's in a basement. If we do it.
Oh, suburban basements. I forget. You guys make up parties in, like, the suburbs and sometimes rural. Pingree Grove.
Oh, Pingree Grove or Marengo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basements are involved.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, entertaining people is, like, a lot. You know, I'm like always worried about it. Like, are people having fun?
How key is the piano at the party?
Oh my god, if you don't have piano, like, don't have a party.
Right. It would be really embarrassing.
Who
I
are
had
you,
it
a
I had it
peasant?
tuned today just for this party.
Thank God, you're mini grand.
Oh, it's not a baby grand, it's full.
Baby.
Yeah. Look, I have a
It's
full
not a snack, it's a full meal?
It's a full meal grand piano. My whole dining room just is the piano.
Okay, that's the coffee table
And
too.
I plan on laying across it.
Awesome.
Well, how many outfit changes do you think I should do tonight?
2, at your place, and then when we go out, a 3rd time.
At the bar. Like, the karaoke song comes on and I come out of the bathroom in, like, something like a red dress and it's just, like, shimmering. And I'm like, DJ, put the lights down low for this one. And then I, like, lay across the bar. And I'm like, champagne flute, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish we were in New Orleans where I feel like all of that could happen. I feel like that would actually happen
I'm
there.
missing New Orleans today.
I know, let's go back.
Okay.
What did we learn here?
That hosting parties when you're older sucks. Remember when you were a kid? You're just like, let me just write out invitations and then just put in people's mailboxes.
In the mailboxes. It was
Yeah.
so pure. Your mom would drive you around, you just put them in the mailboxes.
Yeah, mm-hmm. For sure.
And then all you really needed was, like, cake.
Yeah, cake, entertainment, like a place to go. Or
I
whatever.
remember an activity at
Laser
one of my
tagging.
at one of my parties was we had a keyboard that had, like, pre-programmed songs on it, and we just, like, I think my mom came up with this activity. It's like, okay, we're gonna play a pre-programmed song on the keyboard in the basement. Everyone gets a Nerf gun and just shoot each other while the song goes on.
Where was I?
I don't know if you were there. You probably were there though, because that was probably like grade school, like maybe 3rd grade or something. But that was literally, that activity is so dumb, but it was like stupid and fun. Because just like burp, 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 burp.
Are you sure it wasn't like part of the guy sleepover, which I always wanted to be a part of and never could?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's so sad, but so
Well,
true.
like, I get it. Like, why I couldn't. Like, I didn't, like, feel bad, but I'm like, oh, I want to continue having fun with these, like, guys and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't host good sleepovers anyway. Like, it was Paul hosted the good ones.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
you guys had, like, junk food and stuff?
Yeah, we had like junk food and it was like basement. Nobody ever bothered us. Where my mom would be like, guys, quiet. I'd be like, Mom, it's midnight. She'd be like, I can hear every little thing you're saying. I can hear you laughing. Go to bed. It was like, and we'd be literally, my mom would be on the 2nd floor. We're in the basement, which there's no door to. So
I'm laughing so hard because that happened all the time in high school.
yeah, and I was like, oh my God. Wear earplugs maybe. Maybe put on like a white noise machine or like a dehumidifier or a humidifier or fucking...
Jason has to work tomorrow or something.
Like- Yeah, it was, yeah. That's not being a good host, okay? Okay, I feel like we learned that parties in your 30s, there's more expectations, the bar is higher, which, for better or for worse. Get some food, doesn't matter what it is, put it
Yes,
in a
it
bowl
does.
that's not plastic. I mean, like, food and drink is maybe a mandatory now, but you don't have to go crazy.
Yeah, just get, like, pre-sliced meats and cheeses, and there you go. Just put it on a fancy, like, plate or... Yeah.
And then, games is a good backup
Games.
plan. All right, we don't have any questions this week, and that's okay because we're running out of time.
Yeah,
it's
we
T
need to-
minus 25 minutes to this party. So we're gonna move right on to successes.
My success is homework related.
Okay.
Instead of making one discussion post, I made 2 discussion posts.
How many are you supposed to make?
3.
Okay.
3 posts per topic.
This is an accounting
3
class.
posts for an entire week. Have I done that throughout these almost 8 weeks? No. It took me up to week 6 to do 2 posts for one topic. But I made one. And
What was it?
We're in accounting, and now all of a sudden it changed to, like, economics. So it's like absolute advantage and comparative advantage.
Ew.
Yeah. I'm very surprised I didn't even remember that.
It sounds so awful.
Yeah. Am I gonna make a 3rd post before the week's over? Probably not.
I believe in you. It seems doable.
Yeah.
My success is a little bigger than that.
Okay.
So I'm on another new business pitch. So the success is that we pitched it to the client at the client office on Wednesday.
Oh.
And my partner in my work made it all the way to the presentation. It didn't die before. We made it as one of the 2 areas. And I was talking to the CCO. I was like, are we going to go to the presentation? And he was like, probably not. Sometimes we send the writer. Because I'm the writer. I wrote the script.
Yeah.
I wrote all these TV scripts. I wrote the area, so sometimes I want the writer to read their own work, you know? He's like, but probably not. And I was like, I really like presenting, though. And he's like, we're probably going to have this other guy do it. And I'm like, okay. And so I left that meeting being like, damn it, I should have, like, fought for myself.
Yeah.
more.
It's like, I just want to make sure, like, the execution's correct.
Right, I'm sure, like, he wants to know who's going to be in the room with him. He's never really presented with me before. You know, I get his side of it. But I was like, I should have fought for myself more. So then I found him, like, a half an hour later, because we were still working.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the dress code for tomorrow? And he's like, I don't think you're going to be in that meeting. And then I was like, okay, I just want to say, I love presenting. At my last job, I was a teacher in front of students and staff. I gave a presentation to an auditorium of people that I wrote the script, I memorized it, I gave it. It was on the history of the internet because kids don't know what the internet is. Otherwise, the rest of my job, I was presenting to kids, students almost every day.
Yeah.
So this is not new.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm not worried about you being shy, which is his humor.
Okay.
And then, like, half an hour later, was informed that I was going to be in the room. So, and I did get to go, and I got to present my own stuff, and they laughed, and I was funny.
Awesome.
Because it was something where I was like, I like presenting, and I know I can do it, so I want to show it.
And you fucking wrote it.
And I wrote it, and I want to show my coworkers how I present and what I can do. Mm-hmm. B, we'd never made it to the end of a pitch before.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to see what a pitch is.
Yeah.
I want to go and see like what happens in that room, and
Right.
is it like Mad Men or no? Like,
Is it?
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's literally not. It wasn't that different from presenting like just to my coworkers. Like you sit around a table and you have like slides on a screen
Thing.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was cool. It's like, I don't know. I had to like, use some BDE basically, and I fucking to get into that room, I had to be like, I'm not gonna just accept that I'm not gonna be in the room.
Yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's so good. And
Yeah.
you're gonna probably be in the room next time. Like,
Well, yeah, because they were all like, great job, and I was like,
Yeah.
thanks.
thank
I
you.
knew I could
You
do it.
doubted me.
I know. Well, it was yeah, maybe they did. You know.
They clearly did. They doubted you.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay,
really have
so-
to go and get ready. And
Yeah, we have 18 minutes to this party. Marika has no makeup on. Like,
I have
we
no makeup on.
need to get going. So, I'm sorry if you weren't invited. You'll be invited to the next. You'll be definitely invited to the housewarming party. Because then it's gonna be summer. We can go outside. There'll be plenty of room. I won't be worried about that.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Bye, loves. Bye.
Good day, night, bye. Where's my little Dorito dust? Like,